Have you ever noticed how some women have a special way of behaving that immediately shows that they have class and elegance? It doesn't matter if they wear expensive or simple clothes. They radiate that confidence that only those who have a true rich woman's style can convey. And today I'm going to show you exactly which 6 attitudes reveal whether you really have this refined style or whether you still need to work on some details. Many of us think that having the style of a rich woman is just a matter of money, but I guarantee that you will be surprised when you discover that this is not the case. In fact, these attitudes that I'm going to share with you can be developed by anyone regardless of their bank account. Some women are born with these characteristics naturally. Others need to learn and practice. What worries me is seeing so many women missing out on opportunities, whether at work, in relationships, or in their social life, simply because they don't know how to behave with the elegance that a woman with true style should have. And the worst part is that it's often the small details that make all the difference, but that go unnoticed. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you will know exactly what these 6 attitudes are that separate an ordinary woman from a woman with true rich style. And most importantly, you will learn how to develop each of them in your life. So get ready, because some of these attitudes may completely surprise you. Attitude 1. Impeccable posture. The first thing that gives away if you have the style of a rich woman is your posture. And when I talk about posture, I'm not just referring to the way you stand or sit, but rather the way you occupy the space around you with confidence and elegance. A woman with true style never walks hunched over, with her shoulders slumped forward or her feet dragging on the ground. She walks as if the world belongs to her, with her head held high, her shoulders squared, and her steps firm and determined. It's amazing how this completely changes the way people see and treat her. The problem that many women face is that they have spent years developing bad posture habits. They spend a lot of time on the computer, always carry heavy bags on the same side, or simply never paid attention to the importance of this detail. And this ends up transmitting an image of sloppiness, insecurity, or even tiredness. To put this into practice, start by doing a simple exercise every day. When you walk, imagine that there is an invisible string pulling the top of your head upwards. Keep your shoulders relaxed but aligned, and try to take steps with purpose, never too quickly or too slowly. When you sit, keep your back straight and your feet flat on the floor, avoiding slumping in your chair. A practical tip that works really well is to practice in front of a mirror. Observe how you naturally stand and gradually correct it. Ask someone you trust to tell you when your posture is poor until it becomes automatic. The benefits of having impeccable posture go far beyond appearance. You will feel more confident, breathe better, have less back and neck pain, and most importantly, people will treat you with much more respect and consideration. It's incredible how a simple change in posture can completely transform the way you present yourself to the world. Attitude 2. The art of refined conversation. The second attitude that reveals whether you have the style of a rich woman is in the way you communicate. An elegant woman never needs to shout to be heard, never constantly interrupts others, and never uses vulgar or inappropriate words in public. The biggest problem I see today is that many women believe that in order to be noticed, they need to speak loudly, make bad jokes, or even use aggressive language. This may even attract attention for a moment, but it certainly does not convey elegance or sophistication. On the contrary, it shows a lack of education and self-control. A woman with true style knows that her voice is a powerful tool, and so she uses it wisely. She speaks in the right tone for each situation, chooses her words carefully, and always shows genuine interest in what others have to say. She understands that a conversation is an exchange, not a monologue. To put this into practice, start by paying attention to your tone of voice. Record yourself speaking and listen to how you sound to others. Does your voice sound too high-pitched when you're nervous? Do you speak too quickly when you're anxious? Do you use a lot of slang or expressions that might sound inappropriate in certain situations? practice speaking more slowly and in a lower tone, especially in important professional or social settings. When someone is speaking to you, maintain eye contact and show that you are truly listening by asking relevant questions and making comments that show your genuine interest. Avoid unnecessary gossip, constant complaints, or malicious criticism of other people. An elegant woman may share her opinions, but always in a respectful and constructive manner. The benefits of developing a polished conversation are enormous. You will be seen as a more trustworthy, intelligent, and sophisticated person. Doors will open more easily for you, both in your professional and personal life, because people like to be around people who make them feel good and valued. Attitude 3. Attention to personal details. The third attitude that reveals whether you have the style of a rich woman is in the personal details. And when I say details, I mean those little things that often go unnoticed, but that make all the difference in your overall appearance. An elegant woman never leaves the house with chipped nails, messy hair, or wrinkled and stained clothes. She understands that these small details are like the frame of a painting. They can make or break a work of art. The mistake many women make is thinking that only expensive details matter. They worry about buying an expensive designer bag, but forget to take care of their toenails that show through their sandals. Or they invest in a nice outfit, but don't pay attention to whether it is well ironed and clean. A woman with true style understands that elegance lies in the harmony of all elements, from the most obvious to the most subtle. She knows that there is no point in wearing expensive lipstick if her teeth are dirty, or having a well-cut hair if her eyebrows are completely misaligned. To apply this to your routine, create a mental checklist before you leave the house. Are your nails clean and well-groomed? Is your hair styled appropriately for the occasion? Are your clothes clean, well-pressed, and well-coordinated? Are your shoes clean and in good condition? Establish a weekly self-care routine. Set aside specific time to take care of your nails, condition your hair, and check if your clothes need repairs or special cleaning. Always have basic maintenance products at home: a good iron, cleaning products suitable for different types of fabric, and basic manicure supplies. Remember, it doesn't have to be expensive to be well-groomed. Clean, well-trimmed nails are much more elegant than chipped or overgrown nails. Simple, clean, well-groomed hair is infinitely more sophisticated than an elaborate but poorly executed hairstyle. The benefits of taking care of your personal details go beyond appearance. When you feel well cared for, your self-esteem automatically increases. You become more confident, more willing to face challenges, and people begin to see you as someone who values themselves and deserves to be valued too. Before we continue with the next steps, I want to make a special request. If this video is helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any tips that can transform your life. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing where my followers are. Now let's move on to the fourth step. Attitude 4. Punctuality and organization. The fourth attitude that reveals whether you have the style of a rich woman is the way you deal with time and organize your life. An elegant woman is never late for appointments, never forgets important dates, and always shows respect for other people's time. Unfortunately, we live in an age where being late seems to have become normal and even acceptable. Many people treat schedules as suggestions, not firm commitments. But a woman with true style understands that punctuality is a matter of respect, both for herself and for others. The problem goes far beyond simply arriving on time. A person who is disorganized with time is usually disorganized in other areas of life as well. They are always rushing from one place to another, always stressed, always feeling like they are forgetting something important. And this is reflected in their appearance and general behavior. An elegant woman plans her day, her week, her appointments. She knows exactly how much time she needs to get ready for each occasion. She doesn't rush out of the house with wet hair and throw makeup in her bag to finish in the car. She organizes herself so that she can leave the house ready and relaxed. To put this into practice, start by realistically calculating how much time you need for each activity. How long does it take you to shower, get dressed, put on makeup, eat breakfast? Add it all up and always add an extra 15 minutes for unforeseen events. This is the time you need to set aside before any commitment. Use a planner, whether physical or digital, and write down all your appointments in advance. Include not only the time of the event, but also travel and preparation time. Set reminders for important things like birthdays, doctor's appointments, or important meetings. Prepare things the night before whenever possible. Have your clothes laid out, your bag packed, and your necessary documents organized. That way, you won't waste time looking for things in the morning and can focus on getting ready calmly. When you develop this organization over time, your life will change completely. You will become calmer, more confident, and people will start to trust you more. At work, you will be seen as someone who is responsible and trustworthy. In your personal life, your friends and family will appreciate the fact that you respect their time. Attitude 5. Genuine generosity. The fifth attitude that distinguishes a woman with true style from a wealthy woman is genuine generosity. And here I am not just talking about financial generosity, but that generosity of spirit that manifests itself in small, everyday gestures. An elegant woman is generous with her sincere compliments, with her attention, with her time when someone needs help. She is not petty or destructively competitive. She understands that when she helps others shine, she shines too. The biggest problem I see today is that many women believe that in order to stand out, they need to put others down. They make mean comments, pretend not to see when someone needs help, or simply ignore other people's achievements out of jealousy or envy. This is the complete opposite of true elegance. A woman with a genuinely rich style celebrates the victories of others, offers help when she can, and always has a kind word for those who are going through difficulties. She does this not for show or to gain something in return, but because she understands that true wealth lies in the human relationships we build. To practice this generosity, start by paying attention to daily opportunities to be kind. When a friend tells you good news, genuinely celebrate with her. When someone is struggling, offer to help, even if it's just a listening ear. When you see something beautiful in someone, whether it's their appearance or behavior, give them a sincere compliment. Practice the art of making others feel special and valued. Remember important details in people's lives, such as birthdays, anniversaries, or difficult times they're going through. A simple message asking how a job interview or medical exam went can mean a lot to someone. Be generous with your knowledge and experiences. If you know how to do something well, teach it to those who are interested. If you know someone who can help someone with a specific need, introduce them to it. Be a bridge to good things in people's lives. The benefits of this genuine generosity are immeasurable. You will build stronger, more genuine relationships. People will admire you not only for your appearance, but also for your character. And you will find that when you plant kindness in the world, it always comes back to you in unexpected and wonderful ways. Attitude 6. Quiet confidence. The sixth and final attitude that reveals whether you truly have the style of a rich woman is quiet confidence. And this is perhaps the most important of all, because it is what supports all the other attitudes we have discussed so far. A woman with true style doesn't need to brag about her achievements. She doesn't need to put others down to feel better. And most importantly, she doesn't need constant approval from others to feel valuable. She has a confidence that comes from within, which is silent, but at the same time very powerful. The mistake many women make is confusing confidence with arrogance, or believing that to demonstrate confidence they need to speak loudly, assert themselves aggressively, or constantly remind others of their qualities and achievements. This actually reveals exactly the opposite, a deep insecurity in disguise. True confidence is like a subtle perfume. People can smell it, but they can't explain exactly what it is. It's that woman who walks into a room and everyone notices her presence, even though she hasn't done anything noticeable to make it happen. It's that person who doesn't say much, but when she does, everyone pays attention. A woman with quiet confidence doesn't constantly compare herself to others, doesn't feel the need to compete unfairly, and most importantly, doesn't seek external validation to know her own worth. She knows her strengths and weaknesses, accepts both, and constantly works to be the best version of herself. To develop this confidence in practice, start by working on your self-talk. Stop constantly criticizing yourself and start treating yourself with the same kindness you would treat a good friend. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small, and celebrate your progress. Invest time in activities that make you feel competent and fulfilled. This could be learning something new, developing a talent you already have, or simply taking better care of your physical and mental health. The more you invest in yourself, the stronger your self-esteem will become. Stop constantly seeking approval from others. Before you post something on social media, ask yourself if you are doing it to share something genuinely interesting or just to get likes and comments. Learn to value your own opinion of yourself. Practice the art of receiving compliments gracefully by simply saying thank you, without putting yourself down or pretending you don't deserve it. And also practice receiving constructive criticism without getting offended, seeing it as an opportunity for growth. The benefits of developing this quiet confidence are life-changing. You'll feel more at peace with yourself. You'll make better decisions because you're not being influenced by outside pressure. And most importantly, you'll inspire others with your genuine confidence. Now you know the 6 attitudes that really reveal whether a woman has a rich style or not. And as you can see, none of them have to do with money or expensive brands. It has to do with the way you present yourself to the world, how you treat people, and most importantly, how you value yourself. Remember that developing these attitudes is a process. No one changes overnight, and it's okay if you're still working on some of these areas. The important thing is to get started. Take it one step at a time, and be patient with yourself during this journey of transformation. Every little change you make toward these attitudes will bring you closer to the elegant, confident woman you have the potential to be. And the beautiful thing about all of this is that when you genuinely develop these qualities, they become part of who you are, not just a performance you put on. A woman with a truly rich style is not the one who has the most money, but the one who knows how to value herself and others. She is the one who takes care of details, respects time, treats everyone with kindness, and walks through life with quiet confidence. Now I want to know from you, which of these 6 attitudes do you already have well developed, and which one do you feel you need to work on more? Tell me here in the comments which attitude caught your attention the most and how you intend to start working on it. Your answer may inspire other women who are watching this video as well.